Today on Joe's Geek Show, we're going to be talking about Dark Ages, issue number 1. What's going on, and welcome to Joe's Geek Show, the video series where we talk comics. And before we get started, if you're new and like to support the channel, you can do so by hitting that like button, clicking that subscribe button, and sharing. And with that, Tom Taylor has written a new book. Yeah, we're talking about it. Written by Tom Taylor with art by Iban Coello, colors by Brian Rubber, and letters by VC's Joe Sabino. And this book starts with Peter Parker and his family having lunch with Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and their daughter when Peter's, and really all spider heroes' spider senses are going into overdrive, causing extreme pain. We then get a series of panels with Moon Girl, who discovers something and decides to head out to see Reed Richards, with a quick page showing Jean Grey, Professor X, and Apocalypse also feeling a sensation of power. Moon Girl soon arrives at the Baxter Building when Owatu the Watcher appears and tells them of an ancient machine called the Unmaker, which was built to consume black holes and protect the universe. However, its constant consumption of these black holes corrupted its programming and then began destroying worlds. At some point, it was defeated by the Living Tribunal and hidden on Earth. But now it's awakening and causing damage to the world, so a team comprised of Sue Storm, The Thing, Vision, Doctor Strange, and Scarlet Witch head to the center of the Earth to do battle with the Unmaker, and after some heavy losses, are victorious after Doctor Strange opens up a portal to a dimension where electricity can't work. Unfortunately, Doctor Strange then died, and the portal grew, encompassing the Earth, meaning technology was rendered useless. The book then begins to wrap up with us now 7 years in the future, and seeing Peter Parker telling the story around a fire, and then a final shot of Apocalypse with what appears to be his new posse. And Tom Taylor just knocks that one out of the park, because this really is the most fun that I've had with a Marvel book in quite some time. Yeah, sure, I've read a few good ones here and there, but nothing that really just kind of pumped me up with that energy like this one did. In much the same way that Tom Taylor's Deceased did. I guess there's just something positive that can happen with playing with your figures outside of the continuity sandbox. Because of course, this book is indeed out of continuity. And yeah, I really like that because we get to see versions of characters that we kind of haven't in a while. Like MJ and Peter still being married, we get to see their daughter May. Also, that does typically mean that when it comes to character deaths, just about anybody is fair game here. Which of course I didn't really find out till the end of the story, because when that little strike team got put together to go down into the Earth's core and fight the Unmaker, I mean, I wasn't expecting pretty much all of them to die. When they started getting picked off, it was fairly shocking. I mean, you got some of the strongest characters in Marvel just eradicated from the book out the gate. And while yes, they were successful despite the losses, it also left Earth very vulnerable. Because now modern technology does not work. We saw in several panels Iron Man's suit failing, Spider-Man's web shooters no longer working, and also when we saw Apocalypse's face, we just knew that he was waiting to pounce. Cunning kitty he is. And how about his little posse in the end? I mean, you got Beast, Lady Deathstrike, Mr. Fantastic, a symbiote covered Miles Morales, and what looks like to be Iron Man, but let's be honest, I mean, anybody could be in that suit. Did Apocalypse work some kind of mojo on him? Or has this new reality been so harsh that the lines between good and evil have been blurred? Friends become enemies, enemies become friends. Deadpool's probably living in a world without chimichangas. And yeah, there were several other elements of this book that I really liked. Again, getting to see a world where Peter Parker and Mary Jane never got their marriage one more day out of existence. Yeah, get that out of there. But also we get to see their daughter as a kid. And I just always liked that family dynamic between those three. It was one of the reasons why Spider-Man Renew Your Vows was one of my favorite books that year. And I also like getting a glimpse at the world that's about to be waiting for us in this newer sort of steampunk styled Marvel universe. It really is a well-written and interesting story. When it comes to the art, I also really like that. There's a lot of good shots in this book that are just like really cinematic. You know, it's got good colors, good shadows, which seeks to heighten the drama. I mean, whenever something happened to a character, I was feeling something. I hated watching so many good characters getting killed there during the battle with the Unmaker. I felt Peter's worry as he was rushing to get back to his family and has this, sigh of relief when he sees that his daughter had kept his family safe. Which I'm also thanking you, Tom Taylor, for not killing off his family at least right away. Poor guy has suffered enough. Let him have this. The panel layouts are also really well done. My eyes never really struggled to wonder which one was next. Of course, helped me to stay engaged in the story and engross myself in this world even further. Overall, this is a Marvel book I'm going to recommend. It's a gripping story with good characterizations, and I am eagerly awaiting the second issue. And with that, I'm going to score Dark Ages issue number 1 a 9 out of 10. Dark Ages issue number 1. What did you think about this book? If you've read it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you like this video, I'd love it if you'd smash that like button, share it with some friends, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and ring that notification bell for more comic book content. And if you're wondering what to watch next, consider one of these 2 videos. Alright, take care, have a great day, and as always, stay geeky.